Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the late night, not so late night live stream show with your hosts, Jimmy Degenerate and Ian Pearson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jimmy Degenerate and Ian Pearson. All right.
An applause would be great here.
Okay, I can
Studio
applause it
live.
up for the two of us. It's all that Demerol that we gave the live studio audience. Out like a baby.
This is why we don't pay people.
There they are.
Great audience.
Good audience.
Good
You have a steak to
audience.
throw at them?
I don't have a steak to throw at him.
Why not? I gave you a writer, a whole list of wants and needs. You ignore my
share. How do I share this? Buh. Hey, I'm watching myself.
Freaking out, man. I'm getting lost in a time war.
Oh my God. So, Ian, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah. We have technology today.
Do we have technology today?
Cyber
Oh yeah, we're in
system.
4K now.
About goddamn time.
Right? For real.
Like
All right.
doing a show with cavemen
All right.
or Neanderthals.
Neanderthals. What are you drinking on?
I'm doing a mango white claw.
I skipped the mango. I went to the watermelon.
I guess I just roll the dice and take whatever I take.
Oh, that's really refreshing.
I let God choose my white claw.
So we're broadcasting in 4K now. We're now using our camcorder. We're using a tiny shotgun mic, but hopefully it sounds good. Who the fuck knows?
It's basically a porn studio.
Was this door in the way? Yo, you can plug in, I think, headphones somewhere. You don't even know?
That's what we get for hiring a deaf guy to run our town.
Goddamn affirmative action. Oh.
I hate deaf people. Now they're fine. They didn't hear me anyways.
Oh, you're just a regular. Who was that guy that wrote the music for Toy Story?
For Toy Story?
Toy Story?
Randy Newman?
Yeah, Randy Newman. He hates short people.
They got no reason. So that's the only part I know of this song. That and the Mad TV skit where he's smoking like 4 cigarettes.
Just writing derpy songs. Will Sasso.
Randy Newman's great though.
He is.
He's still alive.
He is still alive. Still hating short people. So how's your tax evasion going? Have you been notified again by the?
No, I spoke to a nice lady at the government who said that they got my documents, so I won't have to fax them a custom dick to pic every day. People should do that though. You still can. If people care, I'll bring the fax number to the next show. But you can fax the IDES a drawing of a dick. And you can put it in theme with the day, like Boxing Day. It's postal people opening Christmas presents. 4th of July, the dick is grilling out. Maybe burns its balls on the barbecue. Have fun with it. Fax a dick.
Any kind of dick. That's
Take a
so
picture
funny.
of your dick and just fax that.
Wouldn't they have dick coders? You know, mind the government having. Okay. Let's forget I said anything.
They do have cyberball.
Your penis doesn't look like a QR code.
Is that what you've done to yourself? Are you more QR code than man? Are you black and white and red all over?
Jesus Christ. So, how was your day? What did you do? How was the conservatory?
Oh, it was good.
How many trees do you have at the conservatory?
Very many trees.
Very many trees. Did you get rid of the dead plants? The 2 dead plants?
Oh, those. No, I watered them and they were fine.
Oh, cool. So you zombified some plants.
I did. A customer knocked over a plant today. She acted like she hit a puppy. And I'm like, it's fine. Like, They're just in little ponds. They're little succulents. They're pretty sturdy plants. She's just like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, you're fine, no worries. It didn't help that I kept dropping it as I was trying to pick it up.
Maybe the plant just wanted to fall. It gave up for the day.
It leapt from that table.
While we're on the topic of kicking puppies, so earlier I was microwaving a hot dog, and it started squealing really loud, and my dumbass had a high thought, and was just thinking like, well, what if hot dogs are alive and they just scream in the microwave?
Like lobsters going in boiling water?
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking.
Well, so like lobsters going in boiling water, it's really just that outside casing of the hot dog just separating from the meat.
Are they laughing or not?
It was too smart of a joke.
I think the audience was even confused about that one.
Separate the casing from the meat, Jim.
So other than that, I'm glad you gave me my desk. I appreciate this gift.
You're very welcome.
I think it's awesome. I appreciate the White Claws as well.
You're very welcome.
Ian brought the White Claws. Nate over here brought the Modelo's.
There's no crash.
Yeah, what the fuck? That was very anticlimactic.
This is not my app, man. What do you want me to
You're
do?
the one holding it.
You
It's
could
your app.
download a different app. There are many apps you could download.
That's the best thing.
Slide whistle. We should just make Nate actually have a slide whistle.
Yeah.
So how do we look in 4K? Yeah, terrible. All right. Moving along. So anything to follow up with before I introduce our first guest?
I do have a story from Dwight. If you want a story from Dwight.
Should we save it though for in between the guests?
Okay.
Or do you want to pop it out now?
I mean, I actually have two, but I don't want to. We'll just see which one comes up.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I can put it out
Alright.
for later.
Okay, well, if that's the case, mosey on along. So, our guests tonight are going to be Soul, Canada's next top pop star, and Atomic Lunchbox. Now, we're going to bring out our first guest. This woman is very talented. She just came back from the Iron Curtain tour, where she played in Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, East Germany, Chernobyl. She was hitting all the stops. So let's bring out our first guest, Soul. So how does it look and sound out there?
A little
Quiet,
choppy,
a little
yeah.
choppy and quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we pop up the 10 dB?
Oh, let's try
Or should we pop up the attack?
It might also have to do with they can hear.
Yeah,
Us
it's kind
and-
of like.
Oh,
it's a
I
little
should
probably be
delayed.
close.
Oh,
when we're
okay. So like you
recording.
hear here and then you hear out
Yeah,
there.
there,
Well, then we'll fix that. We'll close this door,
yeah.
and Mike can be left all alone.
The isolation chamber.
So, what do you love most about Nicolas Cage?
Nothing at all.
Oh my God, this is the second time.
The pandemic has bred hate-filled, just
Yeah.
dark people.
First, Bobby just hates
I'm
him,
just
and then
kidding.
you
Wait,
just
no,
hate him.
I actually
Oh, excuse me, I
loved
didn't
him.
mean-
Just childhood memory. I loved him
Did
in
Nicolas Cage abuse you?
Tragic. I loved him in National Treasures.
Oh yeah, where he hunted the Constitution.
Yeah,
We were talking about that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that was great. If I
You can
remember
still
it
not like
correctly.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
Nicolas
no.
Cage.
Yeah.
We just didn't expect the hate
Oh.
for Nicolas
Well, I
Cage.
guess nothing else pops up besides National Treasures, so I really don't have
Really? You haven't seen like his various movies?
Con Air.
Face Off.
Face Off is great.
I just
Yeah.
watched
Non-stop.
what's the one where it's basically Five Nights at Freddy?
Oh, I don't know the name, but you were telling me about
I
it.
just watched it like the other night, and it is absolutely hysterical.
Okay.
So he doesn't talk throughout the entire movie at all, and
It's his best acting.
but he's hired to go to this haunted children's Chuck E. Cheese thing where the animatronic things come to life at night and murder anyone trying to clean it because this town has some cult thing where they feed the animatronic
He sacrificed the
monsters,
janitors.
basically.
The poorest people in town.
And it's
Those
just
fucking bastards.
well, no, they set up tire spikes to stop travelers that they can just be like, oh, well, we don't have ATMs and we don't take cards, but
Oh,
you
so
can
it's
work
a
it off
spooky
for the
town
night.
story.
Yeah, but it's like him killing animatronic things trying to murder him, and
you
it's
don't
just
take no money down here.
it's
You can
hilarious.
walk in the scary abandoned amusement park.
That's basically what it is.
Or did they like get a will to a deed to a house, and that was one of the stipulations?
No, it was if you clean throughout the night, we'll repair your car for you because you're working it off. That's like the setup for it.
If
But
you
it's a
want
really
this
awesome
gigantic
movie.
fortune, you must spend the night.
In a haunted mansion.
What's your favorite haunted mansion?
You know, I don't really keep track.
Not like, what about Luigi's or Eddie Murphy's?
Okay. I would say Luigi's because I fuck with Mario Kart.
Oh, okay. I heard Luigi's Mansion was scary. I've never actually played.
You never played Luigi's Mansion?
No, I've heard nothing but great things, so I ignored it completely.
You're like,
Honestly, I always loved it because I was always player 2. I love Luigi.
honestly, I'm pussy when it comes to like scary.
Really?
Yeah, scary movies.
Yeah.
Unless I'm watching it with someone, I'm not gonna watch it on my own. But I only watch it on my own if, like, this one time I was watching a scary movie with my friend, and she didn't want to finish watching it, and I just cannot not know the ending of things. So I
I know
was
what
like,
you
I
mean.
have to watch this. I was like, I'm gonna shit my pants, but I have to know how this ends. I'm like,
The movie was Toy Story.
yeah. The movie was Toy Story. It was pretty terrifying.
I mean, talking toys, that's pretty scary.
I mean, it's
Sorry.
terrifying.
Sid is the only person that reacts like a normal person in that movie.
What's it?
The bad kid with
The
the
kid
eyes.
who's
Yeah.
yellow.
He's like,
that
what the fuck?
kid, yeah.
The real hero of Toy Story. The Dr. Mandela of toys.
Oh my god. He has his own little backyard Holocaust.
Is it a bit? I think it is a bit tragic to say that I love like Holocaust movies.
Sorry, this whole country was terrible.
During Schindler's List, couldn't help stop laughing.
No, I don't know. I'm a sucker for like.
Those super heartwarming tragic
Yeah.
tales.
Like the Diary of Anne Frank.
You know what? Maybe I don't think that's.
I think they wrote a couple ska songs.
You love Scott.
I
don't
do
you?
love
Yeah.
it, actually. I saw that, like, I don't know if you guys have this at your elementary school, but remember when, like, stage performers would come and tell you about, like, Amelia Earhart or, like, the Orson brother. Who invented flying? The Orson brothers, right?
Orville.
The Orville's.
Orville Redenbacher.
And stuff like that. They did, like, a stage play of Anne Frank or whatever. It was, like, 4 actors, and they had, like, little tiny sets. We sat Indian style in the gym.
No.
Those poor actors.
Really? I went to like 3 different schools that totally had that.
No, we didn't
Where
have
did
stuff
you
like
go
that.
to school?
Cary Grove was where I saw the Amelia Earhart and the Wright brothers ones. And then
See, that one was crash.
I think it was at Johnsburg for the Anne Frank one. I don't know. Anyways.
We had
Speaking of
pep
tragic.
rallies.
Yeah, I was like a little more peppy.
A little happier. Our kids don't need to be educated, they need to worry about sports.
A friend of mine, in like 8th grade, the cheerleaders were doing their thing. They're like going to state, so they're really proud of their rally thing. And like they're holding someone up, and my one friend just yells, "Drop her!" He got suspended for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Suspended.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
They didn't like Scott.
No.
He yells shit at people all the time.
Was
It was one of those
Oh my god. So, what did you do today?
I work.
What do you do?
I work for the Anti-Cruelty Society.
And you love Holocaust movies?
Well, this is an animal shelter.
Oh, so that one's actually sad.
Sad job, you know, I love it. No, it's a bittersweet job. But yeah, I just interview people basically. And it's like, why do you deserve to have this animal?
What makes you think I'm just gonna give you this fucking
Yeah.
dog, huh? What makes you better than the next guy in line?
This is Betty. She has a personality.
Yeah.
She hates
It's what
loud
she
noises and she
requires.
loves her heart
No,
plushie.
that actually happens. Like, I get attached to certain animals, so it's like I'm extra hard on my favorite animal.
Do you foster any of them?
I did the mistake during COVID, first year of COVID.
So how many animals do you have now?
She had to eat them
I
all.
have 3 cats. I became a cat lady during the pandemic. But I fostered 2 kittens that they were too young to be left in the shelter overnight, and we didn't have any mama cats. So I was just asked to foster them, and I said, okay, sure. And it's like being an actual mother. I had to wake up every 4 hours, feed them, rub their private parts so they could shit and pee. And it was like,
They were living the life.
Yeah, right.
I was not living the life. I was like so sleep deprived for like 3-4 months.
So it really sets you up. When's your first baby coming?
Oh no, no babies for me. They're actually quite enough. But yeah, I was like, I'm only fostering them, and then I got attached. Like, how can you not?
Yeah.
After that routine.
Rubbing the private parts.
And one of them,
You can't help but not grow.
yeah. And one of them, I named her Mo. After.
Very curly.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
She's like, when I need to rename my cat.
No, I know, right? No, I named her after Harriet Tubman.
Mo?
Yeah, well, Harriet Tubman's
That's
code
what her
name,
friends called her.
during the railroad was Moses. And she eventually
yeah.
became blind. And Mo is partially blind, so she lost her left eye. She had an infection.
Did she check under the couch? That's where I find.
Oh, maybe I should check there, yeah. I thought there was a whole bunch of toys.
I don't think she owned a couch.
No.
I don't.
No, I own these desks right here.
Well, I was talking about
Just
Harriet
wall to
Tubman.
wall.
Oh, she probably did sit in one of these.
No, Harriet Tubman lost her eye under the fridge.
Did she?
That's an
They didn't have
No,
fridges
she just-
then. They had
Harriet
like
Tubman.
ice boxes. Harriet Tubman had a
She
fridge.
had a fridge.
She had
She had a walk-in cooler.
a walking cooler. I would love a walking cooler.
Right? I want one of those lay-down coolers. Did your grandparents ever have that? You go into the garage, and it's basically like a giant freezer. Like a
Isn't that every?
Oh yeah, and you
That's
open it
every
like this, and
reason.
that's where they keep all the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like anything they froze and freeze dried and stuff like that.
Oh, no.
One of those lay-down like freezers.
We had an old school ice box where it had different like cabinets that open up, and one was actually built for like you put ice in here, and then you put the food in here. That's where we put our videotapes.
What is it? One of my teachers in high school had a bunch of like old family heirlooms, and you know the movie Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the one where he's like a Chicago gangster, and like one of the dudes murders his family, and only his son survives. So he basically just starts stealing mob money and murking motherfuckers. But it was filmed in like upstate Illinois, and like up by where my neighborhood was, and they got a house on the lake. And one of my teachers got paid like a shitload of money because he had an old school fridge, and it had one of those drawers that you put dry ice at the bottom of it, and it cooled the entire container. And the inside lining was metal, but it was like a nice varnished wood outside with like old school like latch mechanisms and stuff.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
What's your favorite form of containing and harnessing the power of ice?
Just a standard fridge, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, it's the most technologically advanced.
Yeah. Anything
You
that's
crush
like,
it, really exert your power over it.
You know what? I like those fridges that they just like you could get cubed or crushed size. I like options.
I like it when they give you the little pellets. You know, the little ice pellets?
I've only seen those in like big industrial, like
Yeah.
bar ice.
I've only
kinda.
seen it in a couple of fridges. The fancier ones. Like my aunt's. So, you like pottery, and you just started that as a hobby. Let's get into that. You did now. It's not a hobby. You did like it. Now you don't like it anymore.
I don't.
I don't enjoy it at all.
No, yeah, I started last year, beginning of last year, so it's year. I just wanted something new to do, so I checked it out. There's a pottery studio by where I live. Walked in there one day. Try this. It began a little frustrating. Just because at the time I had longer nails, and it's just like you can't have long nails with pottery. Mix
Really?
it up. Yeah.
Does it?
Like, because like one wrong move, then you're fucked. Like what happened a lot was like I would make the desired shape, and then like my nail would like slightly touch the clay, and then it would make it dent, and then it would make it wobbly, or it would actually like puncture through, so then I'd have to start all over. Kind of annoying.
The wheel
But-
was hard in our class.
Yeah.
It was fun, but yeah, it always had lopsided
Yeah. Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah. What? I like it now. I've grown to like the wheel. I just still fucking hate having to like roll out the clay in the beginning and like soften it. 'Cause I'm a weak bitch. I really have to get in there.
Do you only do it at this facility, or do you have like a wheel and play at home?
I only do it at the facility, actually rolling stuff, but I take pieces home and then like I carve them out at home, or like I make designs on them, or I glaze them at home, and then I would just have to bring them back to the studio.
What have you made so far?
So far, just ashtrays.
Okay.
I went into it wanting to make mugs, 'cause I collect.
Just really like coffee.
Yeah, well, I love.
Could you-
tea.
Could you make me a mug?
I could try. I have not made a single mug, and I went into it wanting to make mugs.
Well, when you do make a mug, I will happily take any
It might be a little wonky.
mug you get, and I will put my can of beer in
In
it,
it, yeah.
and I will
For
and I
sure.
will drink it, and I will promote you.
Yay. I don't really share my work, but I forced myself, and I made it to the Instagram page. I have not posted on it. I
Why
made it
not?
like 4 months ago.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I have this weird fear of like people just being in my business and like knowing what I do. Even though I really want to share it, like I would. I show you guys pictures right now, but like out there for like strangers to judge freaks me out. Like,
Well, just turn off your comments.
oh,
Yeah, just turn off your comments and then post your shit, and then just like turn
I
off all your
didn't need it.
notifications.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then don't even worry about it.
yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just started working on a logo too. So like, I told myself, if anything, that'll be my first post.
You can have like a Pinterest or an Etsy in no time.
I think, yeah, I was gonna ask our next guest about pop-up. Because I would try to do that. Like,
Pop-up pottery.
yeah, like, that'd be cool. But it's fun. It is a lengthy process. Sometimes a bit frustrating. Like if you can't really make like I'm envisioning. Like, oh,
You're like a surrealistic
like
pottery.
this, yeah.
So do you have a kiln at home?
No,
You
but I
use your
want
oven?
to. No, I also have this. I have way too many fears. I'm scared of it like blowing up in my oven, and then like, will that make my oven blow up?
Probably wouldn't be good for you.
It's like the
It's
movie
like-
Backdraft.
Yeah, I'm like 1,000 ways to die. Here I come. Like I'm gonna make it on that show. No, but the temperatures have to be like really
Like exact.
ridiculously high. Exact, yeah.
So how do you fire it at home?
I don't fire it at home. I just fire it in the
Oh,
studio.
okay, okay.
I just let them take care of it. I'm like, you're like, here you go. And then it's like, the glazing process is fun because you could glaze it as perfectly as you think you could, and then depending on how the kiln is working, is depending how it'll actually come out. So it's kind of just, they say like, leave it up to the kiln gods. Just
That's such a
whatever
great
happens,
quote.
happens.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna start saying that. Leave it up to the kiln gods. So does your boyfriend ever come to the pottery class with you?
I don't have a boyfriend.
What?
No.
So you joined a pottery class,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna recreate the scene from
No,
Ghost.
you know what's funny?
You should
As-
watch Ghost Watch.
Oh, you should watch Ghost Watch.
I recently just watched the movie Ghost, actually, like 2 months ago.
Was it with
but-
Patrick Swayze and Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah.
They
which
show
is
it on the
so
screens
good.
in the-
Oda Mae Brown.
So good.
I love that
Oh my
movie.
god, I love
Like
this
that's I have it on Blu-ray. I've
Hilarious.
been trying to get him and his girlfriend to watch it with me, and Ian just won't budge.
Watch
The
it.
Shadow-
I was against it too, but
It's a good
pretty
movie.
good.
The Shadow Demons, the whole
The
story.
Shadow Demons.
Oh my god, it's
Oh
so
my God.
metal.
I knew it was that fucking guy. I was like, with the moment he popped up the first scene, I don't want to ruin it, so I don't want to say, but like, you'll see it.
Oh yeah,
I was
dude.
like, I knew it was him.
Yeah, you're like fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck him. But anyway,
Oda Mae
the
Brown, dude.
they had in the studio they have a poster that says no ghosting, and they have that exact scene.
That's so unfair. I feel like that violates your right as a human
And
being.
then I had the biggest crush on my.
What if you wear a
college
pandemic
instructor.
mask and Ghost? Is it safe then?
I don't know.
You know what? I think they're afraid of you slipping into another dimension. It's really a safety issue. and
Safety issue, yeah.
It's not covered by their insurance. I've seen Poltergeist. I know how it works.
Right.
you
I get
moved the
sued.
stones,
Yeah.
but you didn't move the bodies.
Oh my god.
So let's talk about your tour, your coffee tour shop.
My coffee.
Yeah, she goes on coffee tours. Let's talk
I
about
do.
this.
I like to go to different coffee shops, just do my thing. That's how I force myself to read too.
Do you
So you force yourself to. Oh, and coffee.
okay?
Yeah, I'm
I was
like,
thinking-
Do you diary at the coffee shop?
I do, and then usually I haven't done this in a while, but I used to like take a picture in the coffee shop, like of anything, and then I print it out and then I paperclip it to like the page. of
Oh,
my
that's
journal
cool. It's
and
kind of like
Well,
this is
that's
what I
a
was
fun-
staring at.
It
this
is.
thing.
It's fun, yeah. I only managed to do one journal, and then slowly it was like.
Do you ever catch anyone trying to read your diary?
No.
Are you trying to read my diary?
Yeah, I was like, do you want to read it?
No, it's just sometimes it happens in coffee shops. People try to read your diary.
Oh, no.
Are
Honestly,
you trying to read my diary?
yeah. What's wrong now? No, but I actually, one of my favorite coffee shops is called Jimmy Bean's Coffee.
Oh shit!
It's right off
Jimmy Bean.
like Fullerton Western.
Do you
around
have-
Sponsor us.
Really?
Jimmy Bean's
there.
coffee.
There's a really good sushi place around there. Do you know where Elston and Fullerton meet by that? Oh, sorry, it's on Clybourne. I'm an asshole.
Clybourne. Yeah, it was like
I
Clybourne.
lied. It's by Clybourne and Fullerton.
By that like Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, it's not far from there at all.
Okay.
It's some random place that has the cutest name. I don't remember though.
Uh,
They, I went around Halloween and they had Halloween themed
Chipotle.
sushi, and they had like a pumpkin
Halloween
one.
themed.
Yes.
You need to tell me about this.
One was set up like a tiny little. You know what? If it's not too
Halloween
much,
is like the greatest holiday.
I'm gonna pull it up on my phone. I took pictures of it. There's like a pumpkin and a Frankenstein head,
Oh, I love that.
like sushi thing.
Do you guys know how
Sushi stuff.
Halloween started? Like, how did we as a society collectively decide that on this day we're all just gonna dress up?
I kind of do know.
It was called
You
like
do?
All Hallows Eve.
Yeah.
Alright,
Enlighten
so-
me, because like, what the fuck?
So this is my uneducated
Wait, give me a second.
knowledge
Oh
of it.
my god, that's so cute.
Adorbs.
Yeah, right. The sushi was bomb, by the way. There's a better angle of it, but that one had pumpkin on it.
Pumpkin on
Yeah, it was like a whole Halloween themed thing.
See, I can't do those baby eggs.
The what is that called?
Baby
Caviar.
eggs.
I love caviar.
Oh.
I love baby eggs.
Don't worry about
Are we not entertaining?
it. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
you're right. No,
That would have been a
no.
great time to put in a laugh, not a backup. So how many coffee shops are like in your area? Oh, I'm sorry, you asked a question.
Wait, no, he was gonna tell us about how Halloween came about.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
let's talk about that.
So yeah, it used to be November 1st is All Saints Day, and Halloween is All Hallows Eve. And they would say that like the saints would come out on Saints Day, and before the night before, the dead would walk and evil spirits would walk around. And if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. I know that part is mostly right, but people started dressing in costumes to like scare away the evil spirits, and that just turned eventually into like a fun little like, kid
Yeah.
tradition.
Like, we're told us to not take food from strangers as kids. And
I trick-or-treated in the 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this whole holiday.
Oh
is
man,
like,
we would get the
The apple with the
Mar-
razor blade.
No, but occasionally there was a house by me that would do marshmallow balls. So it's popcorn and marshmallows.
I
in a
fucking
ball.
hate those things.
Oh, they're so good.
I hate it every time. Anytime I got one of those things, I'd be like, "You're really gonna give me a ball of fucking popcorn?"
My grandma used to make them. They were so fucking good.
I've
Well, I bet if
never
Grandma
had
made
one
them,
of
they
Oh,
would
those.
grandma made them great.
What? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Really?
Sounds great though.
Occasionally someone would give you like a penny or something stupid like that.
It's a buffalo nickel.
And then you had your house.
And then you ate it. And then you ate it.
Someone
Ate
gives
the
you like
penny.
a share of Kodak.
IBM. Cyberdyne Systems.
What am I doing?
Like, I would still like to go trick or treat at this age.
I mean,
like, free candy is free candy.
have a kid and you'll be in it.
What is it with
Or
you
just
asking
go.
me to have
I'm just saying, you've already
Go for it.
You
prepped.
want me to hold your baby?
Honestly, you look super young and you're like pocket size. I guarantee you could go in a costume and be like, "Oh, I'm 16" or something like that. Like, I guarantee they'd believe it. Be like, "I'm still in high school."
My friend just had a baby. I'll just lose her baby.
Can I borrow your kid October 31st? It's just you like with a baby backpack and you're like, it's for the kid.
Could be Luke and he could be Yoda.
That would actually be a really sweet
Or I could
costume.
just buy a fake baby.
Oh, you're just saying, I could just buy a baby.
Just buy a
I could just buy a baby. Just get one off the black market.
Yeah. It's for one day, you know.
Well, those animal shelters are also crossways for human trafficking.
Well, I would like to go and buy a puppy.
Just don't go behind the locked door next time
Would
you're
a
at work.
puppy count? Like if I walked in, like, okay, if I walked up
I'd
to your
slam the
house
door
with a
right in
puppy.
your face.
if you walked up with a puppy on Halloween asking for candy, saying it was for your dog, based on how crazy you were, would depend on if I gave you the candy.
Well, I just gave
If you seemed like
a
very
Snickers bar.
sane, I probably would be like this bitch. But if you
Yes,
showed up
bitch.
like batshit insane, like a just super messed up hair, cradling the dog like a baby, asking for candy, I'd be like, all right, this bitch thinks her dog needs candy. I should probably give her candy.
Oh,
Does anyone need a beer or anything like that?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
would absolutely.
I'll beer it up.
Actually, if you can get me a glass and the Glenlivet 12.
And I want 2 club sandwiches with the crust cut off.
Are you
Crust
gonna?
cut, both sandwiches? Crust cut off?
Well, I want you to take the crust off of each of them and then swap them.
Oh, swap them. Okay.
I'll take it with the crust and add cucumber.
Add cucumber. Okay.
Ooh,
Sammy.
cucumber on a
Alright.
sandwich. That does.
All right, I'll be back.
A little bit of
Walk
cottage
in front of
cheese.
the camera.
Yeah.
Couldn't duck
Part of the
under
bit.
it. You couldn't limbo.
I think he would still
So-
pop up on the screen.
Probably he would. Where can people follow you? Where can people find you on social media? Why are you hiding soul?
What are you running from?
Trauma.
Aren't we all?
Are we all tragic? I mean, Instagram is really the only thing I use. And
That's all you have.
What's your home address?
I live in.
Yeah, you live in the city, right?
I do live in the city, yeah.
How long is your commute to the skate room?
30 minutes.
Yeah, it's about me too. Are you like
Not around here, no.
No?
I like to get.
really? It's only 30 minutes?
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. It's weird. We have like the same commute.
Maybe you're equidistant.
Maybe. It's just like a different angle of whatever.
Yeah.
Circle to square.
I didn't get to go on Tuesday. Did you go?
I did not. I hadn't been in like.
I hadn't gone in a couple weeks, and I was gonna go this Tuesday, and it was like 7 o'clock, and I was like, cool, I got an hour. I'm gonna watch some TV, and then I like woke up on my couch at like 10 o'clock.
That's what happened.
See, you actually did go skating and you blacked out because it was so much fun.
Yeah.
I miss going. I just wish it was warm.
I miss going too.
I miss
Yeah.
skating. I
I've just
didn't
missed
skate.
it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But
Sucks.
it was definitely a lot more fun during the summertime though.
Well, yeah, because outside it suck.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I haven't gone. I'm also a beginner, so it's just kind of like.
I'm a beginner too. Pretty much, I've just been being taught by Fabi. What's her name? I can never remember her name.
What's she look?
She's the redheaded Jewish girl with the really nice boyfriend that came that one time, and she wore the hot rod.
Red-headed Jewish girl?
Yeah.
Is that like the redheaded stepchild?
She actually like teaches skating too. Like, well, I don't know if she gets paid for it, but she
Red-headed Jewish girl.
maybe it's brownish red.
I'm stuck on the Jew.
I mean,
Well, Holocaust.
yeah. Not to backtrack. It's like a nip of this Glenlivet 12.
Oh.
That's
No.
It's quite delicious.
I'm
Oh,
not
no,
the
thank
biggest alcohol.
Me either. That's why I'm having like a small nip. Today's basically my drink day because I get to drink with them for our
That's my
production
steak night.
meeting. Fair enough. And then
Wait, I really want to know who you're talking about. Red-headed Jewish girl. Really,
I mean,
I
oh
don't
my
know.
god.
The only redhead I know, I think, is Liz. She hasn't been there in a while.
She hasn't. Okay. So enough with this. We do have to move along, unfortunately. So we're going to ask you to stay, but we're going to bring out our next guest. You're just going to be moving to the uncomfortable chair.
Okay.
So our second guest is an animator. He's got a pop-up coming up, and he is the Atomic Lunchbox.
Woo! Hey everybody! How you doing?
Hello, Mike.
Hello, good evening.
Come here, Lunchbox.
How can I hide it?
Have a
Thank you.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
Oh, I could
first
crack
things
my
first. Would you like a nip of Glenlivet 12?
I would love a nip of lemon.
Lemon, lemon,
If you want, our producer can get you a glass.
Wow, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I might actually take a glass.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my sandwiches, Nick.
They were out of sandwiches. They were out of crusts and cucumbers.
They
I'm
were
sorry.
The very thing you didn't want!
The one conversation I overheard, Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Classic. I played it all the way through. I'm waiting for it to go on to the Switch. I haven't played it once, but it's the first one that was like legendary. It's like, oh, my boy Luigi.
I've heard it's scarier than Silent Hill.
Yes, it's terrifying. It's like because like Mario has some realism, so it's not like people and then monsters chasing you. It's like a giant cartoon face, and I think that's even worse because you can't relate to that. It's inhuman.
Do they have the booze?
They have the booze. They got
And then
like,
you have adrenaline from like trying to get through it.
and you see Luigi scared out of his mind, so then you resonate with that. Now you're scared out of your mind because you know the distress that this man is in.
Well, I've
It's
seen
a
Luigi's
horror.
adventures. He's braver than me. If he's scared, then I should be terrified.
Yeah.
That's the moral of the story. It's not about being fearless. It's about facing your fears and sucking up ghosts with a vacuum. Like that's two things in life. Thank you.
That's how it needs to be.
Ghostbusters.
Sponsor us, Dirt Devil.
Sponsor us, Nintendo.
Them too.
Yeah, if we could get, what was the Dirt Busters?
Ghostbusters?
You said something about
Ghost Watch.
I said
You
Ghostbusters.
I
you
said Dirt Devil.
Dirt Devil.
Devil.
Dirt Devil Busters. Either I'm cool with anyone. Ghostbusters can sponsor us too. I didn't see the new one. I heard
Ghost
mixed things.
You can't do another Ghostbusters.
I think. All right. I'm gonna say my theory about why the first Ghostbusters was iconic and everything else. Even the second one. Yeah, I'm not sexist. I'm not saying the women one was bad.
Oh, here we
The
go.
second one was
Here
also
we
bad.
go.
They were all bad because the first Ghostbusters talked about very specific things. It first talked about how intelligence isn't even fucking like valued in our society anymore. Like the 80s was like the fucking coke sniffing CEO time. So that's one big point. The second big point is these are all fucking grown ass men who don't look sexy, who don't have ripped abs. I don't know. Dan Aykroyd was kind of.
Have you seen the cast of the all-female Ghostbusters?
Well, yeah, but like in the 80s, it was like so starkly contrast because it was going against the grain. You had all these big muscular men being action heroes, you know, so it was unexpected to see all these like old guys just becoming heroes. So that's another point. And then the big point is it was such a big fuck you to like big government. And that is so fucking lost now. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, actually, the EPA, he was the good guy because technically blah, 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 blah.
You know, yeah.
He had a good point.
He was like a
Why?
huge dick.
He was
He was
a
a
huge
huge
dick
dick
for
like no reason.
All you had to be was like...
And they weren't even violating laws. Like the dude had no,
Yeah.
he knew nothing about
Yeah.
the technology, and
Right.
he just rolled in like a
How
dick.
can you be like, oh, that's not safe? You don't... Did you study ghosts?
Yeah, it's like, you know,
I
shit
went
about
to university
dick,
for this, motherfucker. So I think that's why the first Ghostbusters is legendary. And all the sequels. The only one I liked was the Extreme Ghostbusters, but in an ironic sense. I don't know if you guys seen that one.
Oh, wait, you
Yeah.
talking about the
Ghostbusters.
next level cartoon?
So-
I actually did, and
I thought it was cool.
my
I like
debate,
the old cartoon.
my debate,
Oh, the real Ghostbusters. Yeah, that was good too.
my debate for that third movie that came out with the woman one, I was like, they shouldn't have done that. They should have just done the Extreme
They
Ghostbusters
should have done
because it
the
had a diverse cast. It had
Already.
women, it had different races. It still had Slimer. It still had Janine, and it gave that next gen feel, which
Yeah.
also would have been a great '90s trope.
Yeah, you had a Hispanic. You had, I think it was a black guy.
Yeah.
It was a man in a wheelchair, and it was a goth chick, which I guess is its own demographic now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
like,
they-
she's
You
not
put it down
a
on your
she's
census
goth.
form. Yeah,
Yeah.
God chicks.
Yeah, you put that on.
Non-white, you know.
Check. But I agree. I think the Extreme Ghostbusters actually did a better job.
Yeah.
I forgot about Real Ghostbusters. It's funny because
That was such a fun show.
yeah, they couldn't call themselves the Ghostbusters. That name was already taken by like a different cartoon
Well,
team.
well, here's the thing: is that movie is based on them rewriting a Scooby-Doo-esque children's cartoon called The Ghostbusters from
Yeah.
the '60s.
Oh yeah,
They
Yeah,
kinda like-
yeah. So Dan Aykroyd like just took the title of this cartoon that's very Scooby-Doo-esque and turned it into what the Ghostbusters became.
Because they weren't going to get the rights, they were going to be called the Ghost Hunting Super Pack. But marketing was like, I don't know, it's kind of wordy.
Ghost.
Well, there were two different titles at the time because they were trying to fight for the rights to the Ghostbusters name, and so they had two different versions of the Ghostbusters car. And one, I think it was Ghost Killers or Ghost. It was something else
That's
that
better.
would not have had the same buzz.
Ghost Killers.
But
How
it was
can you
like
kill a ghost?
it was like the Ghost whatevers and then Ghostbusters.
You alive them.
There you go.
And
You
then
find the
you-
corpse and you
You
bring
know,
it back to life.
that's how you kill the Geen attack boss in Final Fantasy VII. Because he's undead, you give him an X potion and you win.
That's
and then
funny.
what? Do you like kill them again?
I guess
Then
after
they'd be a
that, like
ghost
if they,
again.
it depends on how they feel
Okay.
when they're alive. It's like,
I'm
oh
gonna,
my god,
I'm
I
gonna
feel
lay
great,
some
thank
magic
you.
on you because it's holy healing magic would be holy magic. Holy magic does damage to the undead.
Oh.
So you don't alive them. You hurt them because anything that makes you feel better is gonna make them feel worse.
Oh. So it's like Bizarro.
Bizarro!
So if you kill it, so there's a ghost, and if you
Just
bring
let
it
the
back to
soundbite
life,
play.
do you remember your life as a ghost?
I don't know. That's
I
a
don't
question for
think so.
Ghost Watch.
Ghost
Oh,
Watch.
yeah.
How did we end? You trapped me into this. How did we
Ghost
get back to
Watch.
Ghost Watch?
Everything
There's
comes
an
back
energy
to
in the
Ghost
room that's
Watch.
like we have
Exactly.
to talk about Ghost
I think
Watch.
it's the ghost trying to speak through us as
Yeah.
conduits.
You must watch our show every week.
It's just bad recreations of all of the family.
Man.
That's like one of my
Supposed to talk
favorite
about
shows
stuff,
so far.
aren't they?
Oh yeah, let's talk about your cow.
My cow. Yes, perfect segue.
He
Let's
has
talk
a
about my cow.
cow.
I'm wearing the cow right now. You can't see because it's brown.
What are you talking about? You
brown
set
cow.
on the camera if you want. You're in
Cow
4K.
I can, yeah. Oh shit, I am in 4K.
I
So
thought you said
how
movie.
now brown cow. Mucchino. I've designed it myself along with many others. I started selling these guys about a year ago in November of last year. At the height of the pandemic, which was a bold move because everyone was in chaos.
Yeah, but you made a G move and you went
I
for
did.
it.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? While everyone's freaking out, panicking, going crazy, buying toilet paper, I'm gonna draw a cow, and no one is gonna be able to say they've done that in their life.
No one can
And
stop
no
you
one,
now.
no one can stop this now.
Sounds like
Now,
the American dream. to me.
Exactly. Yeah. The American dream is surviving chaos. Like that's what it is for us.
It is now.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, I really want that meal at the end of the day. Thank you. Oh my god.
The American dream is a lot like the movie Waterworld starring Kevin Costner.
I love that
And
movie.
everyone is just fighting for their own little lime tree.
What is it? They have to drink gasoline.
What?
They have to drink gasoline in the movie to survive.
No, their own lime tree. Because it's a water world, there's no vitamin C.
Yeah, so
So
everyone's
they
got
need-
scurvy.
They
Okay,
need
that's
the lime
enough.
tree to fend off scurvy. So how is your art fended off scurvy?
My art-
Metaphorically speaking or
Metaphorically,
literally?
I mean, metaphorically speaking, cows have vitamin D, which is not vitamin C.
One letter better.
But yeah, it's like it's an improvement actually. It's like more like it's the reverse of think of grades but in backwards terms.
So you call it next level?
Yes, next level. Like how can you plant these trees if you don't have the bone, calcium, material from the
I
cow
plant
milk?
most of my trees in Brooklyn.
Yeah, exactly. And it's good fertilizer.
Plants love calcium.
I've not seen
Calcium helps
Waterworld.
plants grow.
That's what plants crave.
It's what plants crave. Thank you. Good reference. That reminds me, a new movie just came out, which I'm not a part of. I'm just talking about it. Don't Look Up. I don't know if anyone here
You're
has
not
seen
in
it.
Don't Look Up.
Oh!
I'm not in that movie.
Wait,
Um,
no, what's your face?
And
Yeah, that's the one-
Katniss Everdeen, I think.
Where that's
Yeah.
that's the
That's
one
right.
where Leonardo
Leonardo
DiCaprio.
Yeah.
I want to see that movie. I literally was
It's
watching
really
the
fucking
preview
good.
and I was like, "This looks hilarious."
It's
in the
it's
worst
funny.
way.
It's the new Idiocracy.
Oh,
It's
beautiful.
the new one. Not the same people though.
Nobody says 100%. Scientists
Yes.
never say 100%.
Alright.
Let's call it 70.
I bring up that movie because just like a man of science, just like Leonardo DiCaprio tends to be.
He taught me about 2012.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see him in The Aviator?
I too have a shocking revelation for the audience. Something that I've done personal research on, and you can't say 100%, so I'm going to say 99.9% confident. The universe that we live in, the one that we occupy, is actually the evil universe.
Oh yeah, probably.
I can see that.
Right. It makes once you bring it out into the air.
At least it's at least
It's
one of
you-
the evil ones.
Yeah, there's like this evil one.
Like we're definitely not winning any like peace trophies.
I knew that as soon as George Bush won the 2000 election and 9/11 happened.
He didn't win. He stole it, and then he won a second election.
Yeah, which is a lot
He
easier,
borrowed it from
except
his
for
brother.
most.
He did borrow it from his brother. All those Florida ballots that disappeared.
But yeah, no, I'm glad you guys took that so well. Like I was gonna be scared, but like we're all just like, yeah, no, this is hell. This is like a
Yeah,
a
what the
dark
heck?
version.
I mean, yeah, I was like,
So there's a parallel
I can't
universe
disassociate
out there
all the
that's
time.
Great.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
probably
I don't
looking at
mean
a
to
utopia.
keep bringing up the Holocaust, but
I mean, it's very
there's
relevant
this
to this
show
conversation.
called The Man in the High Castle.
I've heard of it.
And
That show is tits, bro, on Amazon.
Yeah.
Was it the alternate reality of where
If
the Nazis won?
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
honestly, it's so good.
So good, yeah.
See, we're not in that universe, but we're the one right before
And that
it.
We're right before it, yeah. Like we're one deviation away. It's just basically like if Hitler actually okay, question for you guys and about Hitler.
And about
If Hitler went to art school, would he still have done the Holocaust?
You know,
No,
I
he'd
don't
have been
think
a
so.
school shooter.
He would have been the school shooter.
He would have been the first. He would have been in the history books for the first school shooter, which I guess is a better title.
I mean, I feel like he probably would have not done the atrocities he did, but I feel like it still would have happened.
There
You
would
know
have
what
been
I
like
mean?
another Hitler.
Yeah.
Exactly, because there's no
There
way.
would have still been
Bob
war.
Hope.
I mean, because if you look at
Well,
it during
the
the time,
circumstances.
like if you look at Spain, the first dictatorship took over. They
Italy.
started their revolution. and then Mussolini in Italy, and then Japan trying to take over all of like Manchuria and China and
Right.
Vietnam,
Which
like,
was his own conflict.
you know, and then he was just basically like, well, if I give them money in our military stuff, we can see how it works, and if these guys back us up along with Romania, then I can just do what I want. So I mean, like, the wheels were already in motion. Someone eventually was gonna pop off.
There just had to be a Hitler.
Exactly. It's an unfortunate necessity.
Because we live in the evil universe.
So
I mean,
Adolf
if you
got
think, yeah,
pulled in the
because
back.
live in the evil
I mean,
universe.
literally, Hitler is
I mean,
the
better
first comic
Hitler
villain.
than- what was
Like,
his
literally.
name? The man with the heart of steel. His right hand.
He's like the guy that made all
Goebbels, or are you talking
No,
about
Goebbels was the propaganda
Aaron,
guy.
I think it was.
right? The guy who did the Lebensborn.
The guy who did Project Valkyrie, right? The guy who betrayed him.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise and Valkyrie.
Tom Cruise. It's Tom
Oh, Tom Cruise
Short
betrayed
motherfucker.
Hitler
Yeah.
the whole time.
I knew it.
Cruise.
Even when I didn't want to believe it, I knew it.
I think it'd be great if Tom Cruise was really a Highlander. And
No.
in a previous life, he did Nazi propaganda.
If there's a Highlander, it's Keanu Reeves. That's the
Keanu
Highlander.
Reeves.
Man.
I don't understand the obsession with him.
You know what? I do and I don't. Because he does have some classic films like Johnny Mnemonic, the first Matrix, the OG Bill and Ted's. Like, you know, he does have some iconic roles. And honestly, John Wick is fucking tits. I've only seen the first one, but it's like action-packed action sandwich. But I mean, it is kind of a little crazy that everyone's like, oh my god, Keanu Reeves.
when Nicolas Cage
The-
is still alive.
Right?
I mean, not, you know, he still has his, like, days in the sun, you know. It's like, we haven't forgot about him completely.
I mean, you never forget about Nicolas Cage. He puts out like 20 movies a fucking year.
Exactly. I think that's the key, too. I think it's, like, frequency, because, like, we had a break from Keanu. And I mean a break. Like,
Oh yeah,
it
he
was
like
at least
disappeared for a
2 or 3.
while.
And then the whole, like, sad guy on a bench thing, and we were like, oh my god, is he
I heard
okay?
he was actually hungry.
He was like eating a sandwich at the time. He was just like, oh, just look at eat the sandwich right now. But like it blew up. I feel like we felt bad for him, and then we gave him this like fucking stardom again. And the same thing's happening to Brendan Fraser.
So
right
it's a
now.
pity
Like,
flick.
Well, Brendan Fraser
Kinda,
kind of
in a
got
way.
like screwed.
he did get.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. He was at the height of his career, and someone tried to take advantage. He was basically eating a bag of dicks, and they were like, you know what? Your career's done, bitch.
Yeah.
And it sucks too because I love Brendan Fraser. Like,
Brendan
I think he
Fraser
was
was
such a
like fucking George of the Jungle was fucking bomb, dude. But A Blast from the Past is one of my all-time favorite Brendan Fraser movies. You can't not like Airheads
yeah.
Mummy.
and The Mummy. The Mummy.
Like,
At least
like,
the
that
first
was his,
two.
like bridge to like super. Like he.
Oh
would've been
yeah,
a
that's
fucking,
when he like blew
He would have
the
been like
fuck up.
Ant-Man.
Do you remember
would've
Monkey
fucking-
Bone?
Yes.
Monkey Bone is
Dude.
awesome. I
Oh
have
my God,
a
my
VHS
memory.
with an alternate trailer for that movie where he gets injured in a completely different way.
Dude, you have to
Oh,
put
yeah.
that on the internet. You have to like.
Yeah, I've also
It's like found footage.
yeah, no, literally like 'cause
Like Mandela.
you know like what I don't remember how he gets
Mandela
injured.
effect?
Yeah, the banana effect.
Yeah, the Mandela effect.
But-
But yeah, no, he's on a phone in a phone booth, and a giant like pipe falls on him or whatever. I also have an alternate cut of. Do you remember the movie Fly Away Home? All right, so this like girl lives on a farm with her dad, and they like find geese and they raise them, and then they have to teach them to
I
fly.
don't remember Fly Away Home.
It's
Yeah.
like a cartoon.
No,
Or,
it's a
like-
live action
Okay, tell me that's not
heartfelt like '90s film.
Tell me that's not also Kevin Costner that plays the dad.
I feel like it is.
I think it is.
But anyways, I have two
That
VHSs
movie.
with the same trailer, but when it had a working title. The first movie I have, it's called Flying Wild. The second movie,
Flying
it's
Wild.
called Fly Away Home. And I
Flying
thought Flying
Wild
Wild's
was
such a
better name.
way better title.
That's what we need
Are
to
you
watch. We
watching
need to
us
watch Fly
on the
Away
tablet?
Home. No, I think we can hear it from the other room.
Yeah, it's I put the TV on.
Oh, okay. How does it sound out there, by the way?
It's not bad.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna add a couple more mics next episode, so things will be a little bit better.
Yeah, so we
Every
got one
week,
here.
everything changes.
We'll get another guy named Mike over there. And another guy named Mike over here.
Mike holding a mic.
I think that would be awesome. Can we just get people named Mike to
Only,
hold microphones
it's the mic
for us?
cast. It's just
The mic cast.
the mic, only mics.
So back to your cow. Aside from him being a thing, what's his name?
It is Cowlick.
Cowlick.
There is no rhyme or reason other than the pun. A lot of people actually like watch like White Chicks. It's funny. That lets make people laugh. That's the long and short of it. There's no dramatic back. I wasn't saved by a cow. I did not save the cow's life.
You should start telling people you were saved
Why
by
I
a
would
kill
cow.
like-
a cow?
Are you willing
Honestly,
to rule out
it's
the
the
possibility that
mother.
someone saved your life via time travel and you noticed the cow as a young kid, but you didn't really know that you noticed it until you grew into the person that drew
So
it,
the
who as
cow-
an old man will have to time travel and show yourself the picture, otherwise your
Well, that's
siblings are going to
information.
disappear.
Is that not an information paradox? Is that not
Now, are you ruling that? I'm just saying, are you ruling that
Or you
possibility
could
out?
I
say you were
prefer-
a cow in
it
your
could
previous
happen.
lifetime.
See, I like that, or the combine them. A cow went back in time to save my life.
Oh, like a T800, or
Yes.
it'd be like a C800. It'd be a C800.
I'm just imagining it stripped down to the bone, just walking with the Terminator eyes. Terracotta. It still talks, right?
Right, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
just
a
like
cow.
looking- But,
But
like
it's
the cow-
animatronic, so.
Like a cow skull with red eyes would actually be pretty
That
fucking
sounds metal, dude.
Yeah, that'd be actually kind of sick. Like, I kind of.
Or even just the cow with like the ripped away flesh and the metal plating behind it.
But it has like the cute like tongue out and like big old eye, but then the other half's like a fucking gruesome like.
Yeah.
metal
Give me
thing.
your boots.
I mean, in this
give me
society,
your hooves, your
Yeah.
bell, and your horns.
yeah, all he needs is a bell because like everything else, like cows don't wear anything else. Maybe a nice hat, like a little sun
Your
hat.
spots.
Cute land.
Holstein
Yeah.
Jeff.
Um,
How many different breeds of cow do you know?
there's Highland cows. That's pretty much it. I like cows. That's the only one I like. Highland cows and regular cows. Those are the only two. A bull is technically just a man cow, right? That's
No,
not
a
like a
man
breed.
cow is an unfunny radio DJ.
Oh!
That's
Shots
one show
fired.
we're not going on.
He started man cow.
Yeah, he's still around.
I don't see anything about him anymore.
Do you remember when he beat up someone at Bristol's Renaissance Fair?
Renaissance.
Did he?
Yeah, so at Bristol's Renaissance Fair, I don't know if you've ever been to Bristol, Wisconsin, but they have a Ren Fair and it's bomb as shit. It's
I want to go.
Oh,
Do
it's
they have
so-
the turkey legs?
Yeah.
yeah,
look at
it's
that.
legit. Like they literally have it's a complex just built for the Ren Fair. So they've got like all this wood structures. You can go on the
state-of-the-art.
stockade. They have jousting. Oh my god,
Do
with
you
the
go
hiccups.
dressed up?
You can buy stuff there too.
Did you give me a beer?
And then there's like a
Would I be
dude and a
dick
troll
dressed
who's
up
chained
in
to a tree who like sand art and shit. Excuse me.
Can I be a dick and dress up as Doctor Who?
Honest, bro, no joke. I want to go with my buddies
Yeah.
as
To
Star
go.
Trek characters and pretend do a time travel episode. Like we beam down and we're like, oh, we've reached a society that's
Yeah.
underdeveloped and whatnot.
Have you seen The King of the Hill where Dale pulls that? He dresses as someone from a
Yeah,
Star
yeah.
You offered a discounted ticket to anybody from a period. The future is a period. I would like my discounted ticket.
He's not wrong. Like the future is just a past we haven't experienced yet.
Oh yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah, because time isn't linear.
Exactly.
not.
Everything is happening right now, but only our
We only
tiny
perceive
little-
it right now.
Right, our only tiny little brains can get little cheap slices of time.
And Schrodinger's perception.
Exactly.
And yet,
What is
no
that?
glass for my Glenlivet 12.
What are you talking about? I gave you one. That's
He's
it right
drinking
there.
it.
Did
Nate,
we share
roll
the
it.
same glass?
Roll it? Yeah, roll it.
This is pretty good stuff. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it's pretty tasty.
Ready?
Please.
You said
Before-
one glass.
Well, and then I said you could have gotten him, and you chose not to.
Before we go to any other subject, I do have to let you guys know this weekend, final weekend, Albany Park, Chicago, of our pop-up. It is the Albany Park Urban Market pop-up.
Oh, my last question.
I beat you to it. Because I knew you were going to ask me because time is not linear.
You're like,
So I was
you're
like,
like,
wait a
I
minute.
knew it was coming.
My power channel when I saw through time. So that is where I'm going to be selling. There's also going to be a lot of other vendors selling as well. I believe we have an antique lady and a painter this weekend too.
Oh, nice. Does she
Is
have
it a
price
lady
tags?
that knows antiques, or is she incredibly old?
A little bit of category A, a little bit of category B. I'm kidding to that
Or is she
person.
a
I'm
trinket
sorry.
that
Somehow
sits on a
watching-
shelf? Like this
Yeah,
is our
she's watching
antique
this.
lady.
I'm just like, what the? I mean, thank you, but I literally
Part of
just met you
Ghostwatch.
today. But no, like it's gonna be a good time. Support locals, man. I believe that's
Hell
the
yeah.
way we can get out of this fucking mess. Is we support our local people, and we're 11 to 5 Saturday and Sunday. I think actually Saturday we're done at 6, but whatever. Just be there. I see some cool people. See some cool people selling some cool stuff in Chicago, all handmade. You won't find any foreign-made objects there.
No foreigners.
Absolutely
You won't
none
find any
whatsoever. You actually have to show us your.
It's the most
papers
American
so we-
place you can be.
Exactly. Everything's all American made. If you actually don't come, you actually support communism. So
Oh.
yeah, you have to kind of. Now you have to.
You know, you just supported communism. for
Yeah,
no
you just
reason.
think you're the Iron Curtain tour.
I did. It was a bit tragic.
Was it? How was East Germany?
You know, it was East.
Which is better, East Germany or West Germany?
Did you run into David Hasselhoff?
Neither. Are you kidding me?
She's
All I
like,
could
you
think
are
about was the
North Germany.
Holocaust.
No, you
That
are
all the
North
time.
Germany kind of girl.
Man,
Oh, wow, it's singing and
we
dancing.
should change our talk show to the Holocaustaholics.
Holocaustaholics.
Oh, tragic.
Well, we won't just talk about one Holocaust. We'll talk about all the points in history where mankind
All of
has
them.
murdered thousands and millions.
Okay, so what's your top Holocaust? Not the real one.
There's like this really cool one in Vietnam. I think it's like a
Cool
50
one?
It's like it took place in like a high school or something.
Oh,
Like, there was
sick.
like a it was like an edgy kind of Holocaust.
It was a school
like,
shooting. The
but like
Holocaust was a school
hardcore.
shooting.
Did all the emo kids put a safety pin through the tip of their finger?
Yeah, they like did that. I'm half confident I know what that Holocaust was. But like,
Was
there
it the one
like-
where the guy put all the laxatives in the school lunch and all the kids are just shitting
themselves to death, and then all this shit became infectious. So like, if you didn't die from the diarrhea, you died from the infection that came from
They put the dye in
accidental
diarrhea.
Who puts the dye in diarrhea?
That's their new mascot chance.
Yeah.
That's
Like, who puts
the
the bomb
article
in the
title.
bomb in the
Dying
bomb?
Diarrhea.
Oh yeah, but that is that's my spiel for the weekend. If you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer.
Yeah, all right. So I want you to recap again where
Everything
and
you
when
said just now.
this pop-up is, so that all the 5 people know.
All the 5. Thank you for tuning in. You are the saints. So it's going to be on 4730 North Kimball. We open Saturday, Sunday at 11. We have an extra hour on Saturday because we love to party. And yeah, it's on the end of the Brown line, so you can take a train. There's free parking on Sundays. There's a lot of parking out front on Sundays, so come by, hang out. Everything is cheap, man. You can get something. You can bring $10. You probably walk away with a handful of nice stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's gonna be our last one, so if you miss it, then you're forever
This
gonna be
Sunday?
Yeah.
Sunday, yeah, and Saturday. Saturday and Sunday, so we got 2 for back to back.
So this is the closing out.
Yeah,
This is the last
yeah,
dance.
This is the final. If I don't sell everything, they chop my fingers off. Yeah.
Fuck.
It's pretty messed up, but you know what? That's
It's like the Russian roulette of retail.
Yeah, exactly. Like whoever sells the least at the retail gets sacrificed. So I'm just trying to like.
That's how you promote.
Survival of the
Yes, and most creative.
fittest.
All right. Final question. Where can people follow you? Where can people find you? Where can people see your stuff?
What's your home address?
Yes, my home address is. I'm just gonna like run outside.
Apparently, your,
looking at the
your
gate.
neighbors with Marty.
Yeah, apparently I'm neighbors with a guy named Marty, if I've never met, but I'm excited to be friends with him. So my socials mainly go off Atomic Lunchbox. Instagram is where actually every week I make a new cow. I have one for tomorrow. I have a fun one for Valentine's Day, which is coming up. So you can watch me make a cow every single week. I am also doing, I call them commissions, you know, a little joke. If you want to be drawn as a cow, you can find that. Thank you. Such a kind audience. If you want to find that information, I mainly work out of Instagram. I also have a Facebook page. Unfortunately, someone beat me to the Twitter, so it's just Adam Lunchbox on Twitter. But I like that because I'm a little bit more unhinged on Twitter. So if you want to see me rant about stupid things, that's where you want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like the diary.
Yeah.
Your, like, social
Dear
diary.
Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
I hope this
Like-
motor finds you well. 'Tis a brisk and faithful one.
You can
Oh
get
shit,
NFT
that's 140
profiles now.
characters.
Yeah.
You should
Pod
make
two.
NFTs.
You have to
I
say
hear
you
that
have
all
one
the
coming
time.
out.
I don't have any NFTs. I actually want to do 3D space. Okay. Everyone's gonna laugh. Everyone's gonna. I think this is gonna be amazing. I want to make a dance club of cows. I think you should put on a virtual helmet and be able to walk into a big open space.
Call
maybe
it
like,
jugs.
call it jugs, call it udders. I don't know.
Butter.
But
Utter
like,
jugs.
these little cows are gonna be dancing. You can just like spend time there and see the cows.
Party
dance.
with
Hang out with
butter.
the cows.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the metaverse.
It's the
Utterly
metaverse,
crazy.
Yeah, so like NFT is like the hotness now, but you gotta think about what's the hotness tomorrow. I wanted that too. I'm gonna enter the metaverse with all my Dogecoins. I'm gonna like, you know, Elon Musk is gonna take me to Mars, and I'm gonna like draw my cow in the Martian sand, and then like thousands of years later, it's still gonna be there, and like the next. All right.
Have you seen the SpaceX trailer that he put out about colonizing the moon and having commercial flights and shit like that?
I've not.
Oh my god, it's pretty. It's. I mean,
Every
obviously,
community is called Bucktown.
but I thought what was really cool is his atmospheric rocket that takes him into space. It doesn't deploy and break apart. It actually returns and can be refueled for multiple uses. So that rocket that propels the ship up to break orbit for that ship to whatever returns to its location like remotely, and then can be refueled and then reused for a future rocket, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should watch the trailer. It's like a whole thing about him talking about how he can send them up into space, and then it literally cuts to them like colonizing the fucking moon, and like, I'm gonna set up these little bubbles. It's like, I don't know, I feel like Total Recall is coming, maybe in a good way.
Yeah, a good version.
Maybe, we'll see. We'll see how privatized colonization is.
6 boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking forward to.
Alright.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
I don't know,
Something
whatever you
about
want, bro. Show's
Elon.
about you.
Okay, question for the audience and you guys as well. Humanity dies out. Let's not say that the whole world. Let's say like it's just like some super virus just kills us, right?
COVID.
Yeah. Like COVID.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically, let's say this mutates and we all die a horrible, grim death. What do you think is the first species that reaches our level? And I mean like doing this. Like, what species has the best chance after us to
Monkeys.
become intelligent? I'm actually voting for octopus.
I second that.
You
Or
know-
mollusks in general.
You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking that too, but I think like the whales or the dolphins would kind of structure some sort of civilization.
I can see that.
Because eventually the polar ice caps are going to melt, and like we're going to be a lot more water than we are. And I feel like aquatic life is always evolving, and we don't know shit about what's going on in our water.
Yeah.
I
I
was-
think it does have to be
I feel like it has
like
to be
a
water.
fish or something.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I don't know, we're doing a good job of polluting it. We're not going to let anyone take
I
it.
guess
Well,
it
it's
depends
because
on
we
like,
don't.
what kills us
Yeah, but
first,
once
you
we're
know?
gone after a few 100,000 million
Yeah.
year or two, I mean,
And there's always like a crazy
But we don't
bacteria
even
that
know
forms
like
that
half
eats-
of what's in the ocean.
not even close to what.
Whoa.
The Atlanteans.
There could already be a society.
Yeah.
Like,
I
we
mean,
just
who
don't fucking
knows?
know.
Atlantis.
Have you
Like-
seen that? It's not a documentary, but it's like a theoretical mockumentary on if apes developed as mermaids.
Okay.
Like, all right, so
Okay.
so part of it's like a full-on mockumentary because it's about like a camera crew like hunting for
I
mermaids.
remember when that people thought it was real.
But
when
no,
it
but
came out.
they do throw in some things where like, oh, how would they evolve? Well, you know, a group of apes would live by the coast and they would dive and they would evolve to hold their breath longer. And eventually they would be partially in the water to partially on
That's
land.
how whales evolved.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh, I mean, the theoretics behind it, if you know, an ape society over a few million years developed solely by hunting in the water,
What if
Do
we
that.
you
are
know,
flushed out?
exactly. So like, you know, there could be mermaids. Who knows?
Rising sea levels are going to push us to become more coastal animals, and in a few million years, we will be aquatic creatures.
Killed.
Yeah.
There's actually a Kurt Vonnegut book that explores that.
And again, here we are.
It's called Collaborative.
Kurt with Kevin Costner and Waterworld.
Yeah.
We're all chasing our lime tree.
Well, you get your lime tree. No,
All right.
we can't sell the trees.
Would either of you like to add anything else before we sign off?
32. I'm a pop star.
If you have any new hit singles,
Alright.
Yeah.
So that has been our show. Follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. We're now on Twitch. We have an OnlyFans. I'd like to thank both of my guests, Soul and Atomic Lunchbox, for coming on.
Look out for the new single. Look out for Cowlick.
Yes.
And then
Follow us.
Albany Park.
Oh yeah, in Albany
In
Park.
Albany
Yeah, that
Park,
pop-up.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
Urban Market in Albany Park.
I will be performing there too.
Yes, she's gonna do
Yeah.
a live performance.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Insane.
And then don't
We got
forget.
pyrotechnics. I'm sorry. I have to keep that part secret. I'm sorry.
Sorry, he's our producer. He's excited.
Just don't tell them about the fireworks.
Remember to buy your tickets for the Pro Music Institute fundraiser coming up next Friday. You can view the flyer on our page. You can view information about Atomic Lunchbox and the Ever Popular Soul. Again, please follow us, like us, and subscribe on YouTube so we can switch over to that. We will be switching over to Twitch at some point in time. And then we will have more risque content on OnlyFans once we are valued at an amount of money so that I can stop paying for the show and you can.
Once our
Give
bank,
us your money.
our bankers will raise our accounts.
So bye-bye.
Bye.
Can I start?
Oh my
Wait,
god.
no. That was like a silent wave, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh.
Sure
I thought a
was.
cab was coming.
The sequel has a strong, and that was too good.
I was trying to actually reach over to say goodbye.
No, I was high-fiving
The
the audience.
ghost.
Yeah.
The ghost.
Alright.
Ghost watch.
I know who got rejected from our school here.
So when Jerry Springer came on my Dave and Buster's to have his grandson bar mitzvah or whatever party, it was during Oktoberfest and we had a bunch of Sam Adams German shit. So I had like a German hat on and German like lederhosen suspenders, and I wore it throughout the whole day because I thought it was funny. And they were like, "Oh, you're on a party later." I was like, "All right, cool." So I'm setting up for the party. My manager comes over and he's just like, "Can you take off all that German stuff before you go into this bar mitzvah?" And I turned to him and I was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Oh!" And I was like, yes, I will take all of this Jew stuff off." And then I got to meet Jerry Springer.
That's pretty
I
cool.
love
It was awesome.
That's a fun
Oh no, because
conversation.
I didn't even put two and two together the
Right.
whole
Because
day.
you're like,
That's
oh,
if
man.
You've been on the show.
Honestly,
We
Really?
have a whole story.
That would have been so great. Listen,
I did get a picture with him.
Medicine.
he was super polite and he was super cool.
He gave me
He
the
seems like
Cheesecake
that kind of
Factory.
guy.
when
He was
I worked
super
there, so
nice.
it was the same thing.
And he was really fucking funny too. Like just off the cuff, he was really funny.
Not selling it.
It's worth it.
He's
but
not like one of those like,
still a little
I'm on
overpriced.
TV, don't talk to me kind of
No,
people.
he just didn't want anyone to know he was there, so it was all just the staff. He took pictures with us at the end. But like literally like came up to me and he's like, "What of these things would you like to eat?" And I was like, the pretzel dogs, the sliders, they're all fucking great. I was like, "But the pretzel dogs are where it's at." He's like, "I will eat."
Oh, yeah,
these
they got
just
tons
to
of
make you
stuff.
happy."
Okay.
Aw.
And I just like, I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I just
If
know
you didn't
of
know
it
who he
because of
was, would you
that
be
one
able to
drink,
recognize
so.
him?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
easily.
yeah, the song.
Easily. And actually, here's a really funny thing: is one of the girls that was working it, he pulled her aside.
Or something like that.
And like was just asking her random questions about the party. She
Something
knew
like
Jerry
that.
Springer was gonna be there. And then she comes in the back, and I'm like, "Bro, you just went over there and just casually talking to Jerry Springer?" And she was like, "That was Jerry Springer." And I was like, "How did you not recognize him?"
Yeah, I feel like just was like TV's different, like her face is kind of different.
No, he
So,
looks
like,
exactly the same. And funny thing is when I went to take my picture with him, I literally went up to him and I was like, "Bro, Ringmaster's one of my favorite movies." Because a lot of people doesn't remember the Jerry Springer movie that he did, so he thought that was fucking hilarious.
Aw. he appreciates that.
And like,
Deep.
yeah, so I was like, Ringmaster's one of my favorite movies, and he just started laughing, and I was like, it was like awesome. No one remembers this movie. Like,
I hope you didn't tell him that.
Yeah, he's